Hello and welcome to Then What Happened. Moving forward is sometimes a difficult direction to go. Some years ago, traveling through a remote area of jungle, my partner and I came upon a bridge that had been partially destroyed. The boards that made up the top of that bridge had been either purposefully or accidentally thrown to the riverbed below. This is only road. There was no way around. This was simply jungle. So we stood there and looked at the situation, evaluated, and decided that we would go down into the riverbed, bring the boards up, and try to place them in a manner where we could cross the bridge in our Jeep. The people who had bad motives, who might have done this, and probably was done purposefully, intended that we could not continue, that not just us, but other people going that way would have their lives interfered with. They would have no way of continuing to go forward. This was the only road in, the only road out of many villages in that area. So my partner and I went down to the riverbed and brought the boards up, and we somewhat recreated the top of that bridge. Simply no tools to really work and fix it. We had nothing to really clamp it down and make it work. We basically balanced the boards across the beams. He stood on the other side of the bridge and motioned for me, kept my wheels in line on those boards, and I slowly proceeded to go forward. And it took some time for us to do this, and it took some time for me to cross the bridge, and I have to admit, most of the time I was driving across that bridge, I was gripping the wheel. I was feeling the strain of this moment, knowing that one slip and the Jeep and I would be upside down in the riverbed below. Going forward is a challenge. Sometimes just taking the next step is a challenge. When it gets really serious, what do we do? How do we keep going? The famous musician Mike McCready made this statement: there's no time for regrets. You just got to keep moving forward. Keep going that direction. There are things that will stop you. And if you are allowing small things to get in your way, you will not proceed. Even if you have to go slowly, moving forward is the right direction. Oh, there are times when we get waylaid, we fall to the side. We may have to stand there like my partner and I did and think about, what are we going to do to continue? What are we going to do? We were on a mission. We were doing a job that we had to do, and there was no other way. The Brazilian athlete Anderson Silva made the statement, life is about how much you can take and keep fighting, how much you can suffer and keep moving forward. And I know there are people out there who are dealing with all kinds of issues, relationships, physical problems, career issues, economic issues. Life is full of that. There is no, as they say, rose garden experience to life. But those who succeed, those of you who are succeeding, you know the forward motion is the way to go. You know that listening to what others might say to you is sometimes helpful, and sometimes it will stop you in your tracks. So, stand there, take a moment, think about it, maybe bounce it off of a friend, Maybe get your partner to help you think through it. But then ultimately take the next step. Move forward. It may be just a little ways from a great adventure. It may be just a little ways from some ultimate financial, emotional, relational success. Something you've been dreaming of, something you've been fighting for. Thank you for joining us on Then What Happened. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.